We continue covering Colorado First at 5. More than 4 months after a deadly hit and run, the Evergreen community is still waiting for answers.
A beloved member of that community hit while walking along Highway 74 in March. Your reporter in the foothills, Alan Janae, has been covering this case ever since. And tonight, updates on how that search for the driver is coming along.
Over 4 months have now passed since that March 14th evening when Michael Longfellow was hit and killed along this stretch of Highway 74. This memorial shows that people in Evergreen certainly have not forgotten, and they've been wondering what's happening. Now we can tell you more. There are a few photos of Michael Longfellow, a man who is a big part of many lives. 67 years old, he walked along the highway in Evergreen heading to stores near the Evergreen Parkway exit, where people looked out for him. One picture showed him injured after a fall.
Everybody's just really sad about it, and there's no closure.
Kay Bohan would often pick him up. She got Michael's ashes after he was cremated and took him for a ride again.
You know, life dealt him a hard hand, and he found so much joy just in the simple things of life.
Kay and others want some answers.
You know, you go through anger, you go through frustration. It's tough.
Michael Longfellow lived alone in a ramshackle place where he grew up. There was no power and no water at times. He got by with a little help from his friends. Because of good people in the neighborhood, right?
The neighbors took care of him, the community took care of him, and everybody in their own way did something for Michael.
Colorado State Patrol Captain John Ray is in charge of the unit doing the investigation. They still have the car they believe was involved.
It was at the owner's residence, and it was on the Eastern Plains.
Ray says they believe the driver was leaving work in Evergreen and traveling home when Michael Longfellow was hit. The intersection at Kerr Gulch Road is a known problem. CDOT recently added cross-signaling devices planned before Michael was hit.
I believe that person turned back around and went back to their place of employment, which is where we got some really good surveillance, and then went on their way.
Cameras plus other evidence, including automated license plate reader data.
Cell phone tower data, in addition to surveillance, witness videos, ALPR data, all of it is very consistent.
That person has a right to have a lawyer. I assume they got one.
They do have that right, and they do have one.
So far, there's no confession people want to hear, but there is movement.
I think a case will be brought.
And Kay Bohan has a message for the person who hit Michael.
I know that when we make mistakes, it's really difficult. It's really hard to admit it. But you left a really big hole in our community.
Privileged to know you, someone wrote on this memorial. There is still work that needs to be done in the investigation into the death of Michael Longfellow. Forensic evidence has to come back. That's not likely to take days, but weeks. Meantime, the people who knew and loved Michael are planning memorials. There's one at Starbucks and another potentially in the works at Bergen Park. In Evergreen, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.